Breaking, he just committed treason, by Cat Stevens for freedomdaily.com. Fighting the war on terror has been a tricky undertaking because terror isn't a geographical place. It's a parasitic-like ideology that creeps in anywhere hatred flourishes because it's been so hard to pin down exactly where those we're fighting are. Anyone can skirt potential treasonous charges by saying, I wasn't helping the terrorists, I was helping the other people around them. That's exactly what President Obama did over and over again as justification for sending money to terror-supporting countries. This not only undercuts what the American military is trying to do in the Middle East, it sends the hard-earned tax dollars of the American people to the very forces that have killed so many of our friends and family. The Obama administration seemed to take every possible opportunity to support terrorist nations and called it diplomacy. In some cases, their support was more than just monetary. It was sharing information that was bad for the United States or Israel, our ally. One recently discovered case was uncovered and points a finger straight at former President Obama as the person responsible for the treasonous act. The information given out by the Times of Israel tells us that Obama knew about Israel planning to take out a major terror leader. The leader's name was Soleimani, and according to Haaretz, he was a threat not only to Israel but to the United States as well. Al Jazeera, which in recent years had broken exclusive stories from Israel, quoted a source in Jerusalem as saying that there is an American-Israeli agreement that Soleimani is a threat to the two countries' interest in the region. It is generally assumed in the Arab world that the paper is used as an Israeli platform for conveying messages to other countries in the Middle East. The Kuwaiti report also identified Iran's second in command in Syria, known as Abu Bakr, as Mohammed Rida Falah Zadi. It said he also might be a target for Israel as well as other actors in the region. Basically, this was a pretty bad guy with some bad plans for infidels, and Israel had a bead on him and planned to deal with the problem. Enter Barack Hussein Obama. As it turns out, Obama felt like his loyalty should be to a terrorist and the nation that was hiding him instead of Israel. Or even the Americans that this confirmed terrorist might kill. The Times of Israel reports that the U.S. intelligence has already worked with Israel to identify and locate this murderous individual. Obama stepped in and warned him. U.S. intelligence agencies have given Israel the green light to assassinate the senior Iranian responsible for coordinating military activity on behalf of the Islamic Republic in Lebanon, Syria, and Iraq, according to the Kuwaiti newspaper Al Jazeera. For the past 20 years or so, Qasem Soleimani has commanded the Quds Force, the branch of the Iranian Revolutionary Guards responsible for military and clandestine operations outside of the Islamic Republic. Soleimani is a key figure in efforts to prop up Syrian President Bashar al-Assad and to enable him to retake cities and towns from rebel groups during his country's ongoing civil war. He is also responsible for providing military aid to the Lebanese terror group Hezbollah and the Palestinian Hamas in Gaza, both of which are committed to the destruction of Israel, as well as to Shiite and Kurdish groups in Iraq. Thursday's report by Al Jazeera, which has been known to publish improbable-sounding stories about Israel, was widely picked up by the Israeli media. There was no immediate reaction to the report from Jerusalem or Washington. 3 years ago, Israel came close to assassinating Soleimani near Damascus. Al Jazeera quoted an unnamed source as saying, but Americans tipped off the Iranians against the background of intense disagreement between Washington and Jerusalem. That was during the Obama administration, which, according to reports at the same time, was so focused on securing the 2015 Iran nuclear accord that it chose to overlook and even obstruct efforts to clamp down on Iranian-backed terror organizations. It's not clear if the report tip-off was related to efforts to secure the Iran deal. Today, the Trump and Netanyahu administrations see eye to eye on Iran. Just 4 days ago, the two countries signed a joint memorandum of understanding laying the groundwork for full cooperation to deal with Iran's nuclear drive, its missile programs, and its other threatening activities, an Israeli TV report said recently. The source was quoted by the paper as saying that Soleimani's assassination would serve both countries' interests and that U.S. authorities have given Israel the go-ahead to carry it out. Isn't it delightful to know that for 8 years we told all our national security secrets to a person who was more interested in making friends with terrorists than with keeping America safe from them? We should have known, even if we only judged by his middle name. It's frightening to think about these things. I don't know. Unbelievable. I thought they were going to talk about Comey here, but whatever. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.